I'm Crystal. I'm in charge of doing task 1. First of all, I would like to introduce our work and overview of the task. So we have chosen learning English through social issues as our module. Under module, we have chosen the theme, which is Hong Kong and the reality. So there are 4 tasks under the unit of poverty. Task 1 is about informational poster to raise the students' awareness on the poverty of homeless people. Task 2, brochures for raising students' awareness of the poverty of minimum wage earners. Task 3, fact sheets for raising students' awareness of the poverty of elderly. The final task, which is task 4, displaying a booth for raising students' awareness of the poverty of disabled people, homeless people, minimum wage earners, and elderly through oral presentations at the booth. Okay, so we have chosen secondary 5, form 5 as our target level students. They also have the level of intermediate level. The class size is from 30 to 35 students, and the number of lessons, we have 4 lessons in our whole task, 1 lesson for each task, and each lesson lasts for 90 minutes. So the context of our task is that the social awareness raising club of the school is going to conduct a social awareness wearing to raise the students' awareness of one of the hidden issues in Hong Kong, which is the poverty. So we have chosen this area because even though Hong Kong is considered as one of the wealthiest place, but still there's so many poor people in Hong Kong. So as the member of the social awareness raising club, the students are required to display a booth in social awareness raising week in the school in order to raise the students' awareness of these hidden issues of poverty for homeless people, minimum wage earners, elderly, and disabled people in Hong Kong. Okay, so I'm going to explain about task 1. So task 1, an informational poster for raising students' awareness of the poverty of homeless people. So the purpose of this task is to help the students to design and produce an informational poster that they can display at the booth. So in order to complete this whole task, the task itself is divided into 3 parts. In the first part, students are required to explore a wide variety of informational posters in order to identify and analyze the basic structures of informational poster and its basic layout design. And then in the second part, students are required to select and gather relevant information from different relevant information on the Hong Kong homeless from different type of sources such as photos, a documentary YouTube videos, and a news articles to discuss and analyze the poverty issues of homeless people in Hong Kong. So in part 3, students are required to make use of the information that they have learned in part 1 and the information that they had gathered in part 2 to design and produce their own poster to raise the awareness, to raise the students' awareness of the poverty issues for homeless people. Okay, so for the task objective, at the end of this task, students will be able to explore and analyze a wide variety of informational posters regarding its basic structures and layout designs of informational poster. And then number 2, they will be able to select and gather relevant information of the issues of poverty of homeless people from different sources. And then task 3, they should be able to design and produce informational poster which present comprehensive details on the issues of poverty of Hong Kong homeless people. So, and following this task, there are 2 assessments provided. The assessment is in a formatic assessment form. This formatic assessment will be explained in the later part. Okay, so, and also the summary of task and language learning objective This part will be also present in detail in my justification part when I present the teaching and learning materials. Okay, so task 1, like I say, the purpose of this task 1 is to produce an informational poster for raising students' awareness of the poverty of homeless people. So in order to complete this task 1, student will complete the first part. So part 1, which is exploring the informational posters to identify and analyze the basic structure and its basic layout designs. So in order to do that, students are provided with a wide variety of informational poster. To be precise, they are given 5 samples of informational poster. So here, sample 1, sample 2, sample 3, sample 4, and sample 5. So after they have finished exploring all these 5 samples, they will complete the worksheet. So part 1, worksheet 1. This worksheet is designed to facilitate and help the students in order to identify the basic structure of the posters and its basic layout designs. So the worksheet is divided into 2. In the following tables, those students are required to complete this table. So in the basic structure of information poster, student will look for the heading, subheading, content, purpose, or main message, the target audience of the 5 samples of the information poster, and then they will fill up the blank. So they will also give their reasonings of what makes or help them to identify those things that includes as the basic structures of informational posters. Okay, so the students will also answer the questions for the basic layout designs of informational poster as well. So after they have completed worksheet 1, they will move on to do the part 2, which is selecting and gathering relevant information from different types of sources on the poverty issues of the Hong Kong homeless. So in this part 2, in order to analyze the situations of homeless people, they will also, to help them to do this, the part 2 is divided into 3 parts as well. So in part 2.1, students will look at the photo galleries of the homeless people in Hong Kong so that they can have some general ideas and sense about what's going on with these people in Hong Kong and their current their conditions and situations look like in Hong Kong. So then they will complete the worksheet 2.1 to help them to analyze the pictures and then write a short descriptions. So in 2.2, they will analyze the issues by watching the documentary YouTube videos, and they will complete the worksheet 2.2. I will explain detail later. So in part 2.3, students are also required to read the news article taken from South China Morning Post to have a better understanding about the issues of the homeless people in Hong Kong. So the worksheet 2.2 itself facilitate the students for their pre-while post reading as well. Then they will discuss the information that they have got from the article with their group mates. The workbank for the news articles is also provided for their reference as also itself as a language input. Okay, so in 2.1, let's go to 2.1. So first, students will explore the photo galleries of the homeless people in Hong Kong. There are 6 images in these photo galleries, and at the end of these photo galleries, image 4, image 5, image 6. At the end of the photo galleries, hints is also given for each photos for their reference, such as shoebox apartments, street sleepers, subdivided flats, living in makeshift cardboard shacks under bridge, refugees living in McDonald's, deplorable living conditions. So after they have explored these photo galleries, they will do part worksheet 2.1. So what they need to do is, there's also the same pictures, but what they need to do is they need to write a short descriptions based on the hints that they have explored or they have seen in the photo galleries. And after that, they will continue to the part 2.2, which is analyzing the poverty issues of Hong Kong homeless people through watching documentary YouTube video. So this documentary YouTube video is actually recorded from TRT World, which is an international platform, and then uploaded on YouTube channel. So I have chosen this as my teaching material because this documentary YouTube video itself is served as an authentic materials. So it can, and also this YouTube video itself also can help the students understand more about the homelessness in Hong Kong. Also serve as a lead-in. They also gave the lead-in idea for task 2, which is minimum wage earner. So this whole video helps the students to understand more about the homeless people and also give a little bit about insight for minimum wage earner as well. And then after they have finished watching the videos, they will complete worksheet 2.2. So this worksheet 2.2 is for while watching. So they will use this worksheet while they are watching, and then they will answer this question. So the purpose of this worksheet is to help the students for their listening skill in listening for main ideas and listening for details. So at the end of the worksheet 2, they will also summarize the living conditions of the homeless people, factors that cause the homelessness in Hong Kong, and the solutions to tackle the poverty issues of the homeless people. Then they will discuss the information with their groupmates. So based on this one, students will also improve their summarizing skills and also their communication skill as well. After that, they will analyze the issues by reading the news article from South China Morning Post. This material is chosen because it's very authentic. It's from the news, and it's also not very difficult for Form 5 students because some difficult words such as squalid, also like shoebox apartments are also given as a work bank at the end of this news article. So here, work bank for the vocabulary is provided. So after they have finished reading the news article, they will work on worksheet 2.3 for the news article. So in this worksheets, it's focused on 3 parts: before reading, while reading, and post reading. So before they actually do the reading, this sections A will help them to do the previewing of the news article. So the headline of the news article, how many photos are included in the news article, just help them to do the previewing of the news article. So while they are reading, they will use this section B to fill out the information. So it will also help them in their note-taking skills and then searching, skimming, and scanning the details. And then in section C, post-reading part, they will read, they will answer the following questions, and finally they will do the summarizations of the factors that cause and result in poverty of the homeless people, and then they will discuss the solutions with their group mates. After part 2, then let's move on to part 3. So in part 3, it's about designing and producing informational poster. So at this stage, students already know what's its informational poster, and then what is it, what are the basic structures and layout designs look like, and they also acquire the knowledge of the issues of the poverty of homeless people in Hong Kong context. So as the teaching materials, the students is provided with this guideline, criteria for designing posters, and guidelines for designing poster as well. So after they have read through this one, they are provided with worksheet 3, which look like this. This worksheet serves as an informational poster templates for them to design and then write the informations that require. So, like according to the criteria of the design poster, students need to include at least 2 images in their poster, and also they need to include here. What they need to include is they also need to include the poverty issues of the homelessness with facts and figures, and factors that cause the homelessness in Hong Kong, and also the living conditions of the homeless and the solutions to tackle the whole issues. So these are the informations that they need to write here are from part 2. They have already learned it. So for the image part, they need to include the image and also write the short description for image 1 and image 2. They have already know how to do this one in part 2, 2.1 as well. So after that, they will use this self-evaluation form to improve their draft. So the self-evaluation form focus on the content, the organization's layout, language and style, grammar, etc. So they will have this category, well done, satisfactory, needs improvement. So they will just do their self-evaluations and then remodify their draft. So after they finish remodifying their draft, the class will select the best poster to be posted on the booth in the social awareness raising week. So what the class will do is they will select the best poster, and then they also mark the other poster based on the class member rubric of group poster. And also the teacher will also give the assessments based on this, the president of the class rubric for the group poster. So to summarize this whole task, which is task 1, student will be able to know how to do the poster, actually how to design the informational poster, and also they have a good sense of what's going on with the poverty issues of the homeless people in Hong Kong context. And not only that, they will also improve their language skills, and also they will improve their general skills such as collaborative skill, critical thinking skill as well. And on top of that, like they will also cherish their lives because they have roof on top of their heads as well. And also they will be able to appreciate the suffering of the homeless people, and also they will be confident enough to raise the students' awareness of the poverty issues of homeless people in Hong Kong by using English. So that's the whole task for task 1. Thank you very much.